As Independence Day weekend gets closer, so too does the Star Spangled Symphony at Conner Prairie. Maestro Alfred Savia is the principal conductor and the artistic director of Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra. Thanks for being with us today.
Good to be here.
Tell me a little bit about the preparation that goes into this every year, because for a lot of us, this may be our only experience with the orchestra each year. And from the musician's perspective, from the conductor's perspective, how big a deal is it on your calendar?
Oh, it's a huge deal. And there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, even without the orchestra, because we have reenactors who reenact both the Revolutionary and Civil War moments, and we do music from The Patriot of John Williams for the Revolutionary War, music from Gettysburg by Randy Edelman for that. It's a very, very moving. We use the whole canvas of Conner Prairie to make this, to have this concert unfold. We also have cannons coming in to play with the 1812 overture. So, you know, with the orchestra, we get together. I have 2 rehearsals on Wednesday. They're well prepared. I should be well prepared. You know, really, that comes together pretty quickly. It's putting all these elements together, and it's a really complex sort of network of things.
We had a brief conversation last week with James Johnson from ISO about the Symphony on the Prairie in general being the sort of great entry point. This may be the only exposure somebody has to symphonic music during the course of the year, but if you do it right, you feel like you can draw them back, maybe make new fans.
Yeah, absolutely, and you know, it's a great way to bring kids in. Actually, my granddaughter's going to be there for the 3rd year now, and she's only 3 years old.
Wow!
So that, you know, kids get used to coming, because they don't have to. You don't have to sit at a table. If you're a kid, you can be out on the lawn and having a good time and putting your spread out there. It's really a nice entry point.
You have this juggling act that you have to do with. Everybody wants the traditional stuff. I mean, 1812 overture's got to be in there.
We have that. We have now our tradition of the reenactors, but we also now have a different soloist than we've had before at these concerts. But
jazz trumpeter this year?
Jazz trumpeter Byron Strippling, trumpeter and singer. He's a wonderful entertainer, and he's been with the ISO. I've worked with him many times. We're really looking forward to having Byron. He's doing everything from Alexander's Ragtime Band, which is an earlier Irving Berlin, to some Gershwin, Strike Up the Band. We're actually calling it Strike Up the Orchestra. And he's got a really over-the-top arrangement of America the Beautiful and Battle Hymn of the Republic. So he's getting into the whole patriotic
When
thing.
you get to work with world-class artists that aren't in your regular group, ISO musicians certainly are, but when somebody like that comes in, do you still get a little bit of excitement, a little bit of a chill that we can get out of the audience?
Yeah, I haven't worked with Byron for quite a while, and he and I are going to get together Tuesday to just sort of touch base on things, and the orchestra will look forward to having him back again, because he's really one of the favorites. So it's that extra element. We always have. That's the one thing that's a little different every year, is who the soloist is. Often it's a vocalist. This time we decided to have Byron, who will play and sing.
Well, it looks like a great twist on a great tradition. The last I checked, there's still tickets available for. Frankly, it's hard to sell out Conner Prairie. It's a huge venue.
It is.
But there are specific reserve seats, things like that.
Absolutely, and you can go to your website, the ISO website. You can even buy tickets at the gate when you get there.
Or just wave down the maestro. I'm sure he has a couple in his pockets at all times. Thanks for spending time with us today.
Thank you, Scott.
Absolutely. Again, Thursday through Saturday, Conner Prairie, one of the great traditions in central Indiana, the Star Spangled Symphony. No pressure, Tara. If we can avoid rain on those days, we've got enough thunder coming from the orchestra. We don't need any from the sky.
Request taken. I will see what I can do.
Very good. That's all we can ask.